Hi, everybody. Dave Clark, InspectCheck.net. We're on software tutorial 14, and this is going to talk about inspection report content and design. So we're going to take a look at our cover page, our agreement and contract details, introduction to a home inspection statement, our summary report, comments, and attachments. So we're going to cover a few things, but you'll see it's going to be very easy and very concise as we go forward. All right, so your client's home represents one of the most significant investments they'll ever make, right? And we agree with that. And the InspectCheck report serves as their invaluable homeowner's manual. We like to think of it as a homeowner's manual, something they can refer to for years. They rightfully deserve a meticulous, top-tier report that's precisely what InspectCheck delivers. That's what we give you. The InspectCheck report was crafted through extensive collaboration with home inspectors and their clients over the years, and its design stands as a testament to our commitment to quality and comprehensiveness. And that is absolutely true. This report is very thorough, and one of the things that we're very proud about is we talk about clear direction. Clear direction. We get that in InspectCheck. Okay, let's take a look at our cover page. So we've got our company information and logo, and on the top, it's going to talk about it's going to have all that right at the top, right? Everything, your company logo, and we leave that there, your picture, whatever you want, and that'll bump this down so it'll fit in that space. Address of the client, their name, of course, table of contents. Those are hot links, so you can click on those, and they'll take you right inside the report. Our agreement or contract, the contract is embedded in the report. It's not stored in another location, which protects you. But I want to be very clear. You do not have to do that, right? If you look at our contract tutorial, you're going to see that you can delete that altogether. And of course, you could alter it to have the language you want. We think it's a good place for it to be embedded in the report. But if you disagree with that, that's absolutely fine. With any contract, always contact your attorney to go over that, but you can have it embedded or you don't have to. So we have an introduction to a home inspection, and I'm not going to read that, but it's for your client, so they get a clear explanation of a visual home inspection and how to interpret the inspection report. So the document will put a visual home inspection in perspective. It'll set up the expectations for them, so they know what you're supposed to be doing. They know what the limits are, and we know it's a visual home inspection, so there are some limits, right? So it clearly outlines the visual limits. It explains to the client how to read and fully understand the home inspection report. It's just one page. We think it's very important. You know, we see home inspection reports that have symbols and, all kinds of things on it, things you got to click, and that for the person trying to interpret it, they don't know what's going on. Symbols and letters and, colors, and it gets them very confused. This is very simple. So we have our three headings. Under the heading of green, conditions noted below require routine maintenance or minor repair. Under the amber heading, conditions noted below require some repair and or close monitoring. And of course, our red or action heading, we call it conditions noted below require necessary repair or further evaluation by a qualified professional. So we love those headings. A lot of our inspectors love those headings. You can create a summary report. You do not have to. And you decide what's in the summary report, not the computer, not somebody else. It's not just done. We put in there in descending order. And if you look at this on the right, you'll see at the top, there's our red headings, right? Necessary repair. And we list them in descending. So these are the most important things. And then we have some repair or close monitoring. You don't have to include this. We do not include the headings under the green section, which is, serviceable, satisfactory, normal maintenance. But we do have them in this order. Again, when you open up that summary report in the reporting system, you can click any of these to include or not include. You do not have to include this in the final PDF if you don't want to, or you can. You can email it and email it as a standalone document, download it, print it as a standalone document. And it's important to note that if this is in the report, these are hyperlinks. So they're actually the blue links, and they will take you, if your client clicks on one of these, that'll take you right to the body of the report where everything else is going to be, pictures and things like that.
We didn't want to cloud this with pictures and all kinds of additional information. We wanted
this like a bullet point, you know, kind of like something that they can use to get started on some of the repairs maybe, or to ask for some repairs to be done. So we wanted the summary page to be short, concise, to the point. So if you do
include it though, just so you know, they can get more information by clicking on those hyperlinks. So our summary report, and this is our main report. And so in our main report, the summary of our main report, I should say, we see that we have a picture or
diagram. Each section is preceded by a graphic. And if you look at that graphic, it points to all the different areas. All those areas are areas that you're going to inspect. And so the client could say, what's he talking about? A compressor? What's he talking about? You know, the blower motor or that. I mean, remember, the people we're doing inspections for, they don't know a lot of this. So they can go back to that section heading, which is right at the top, and they can see that. There's a description in each of the beginning of each section, and that clearly outlines, again, just like that first page, the limits of a visual home inspection, what the inspector is looking for, what he's inspecting, and what will be in the report. So these are standardized descriptions, and I think that you'll find them very important for your client. So that, again, understand the report. Section table of contents lists of subcategories and evaluations for each section. So they're numbered 25, 26, 27, 28. They'll take them right to where they need to be if they want to look for something specifically. Content descriptions. Okay, the content descriptions are provided with a list of the types and systems evaluated, along with text descriptions of the type and system. So we have the headings at the top: unit, location, type, operation, you know, and then central cooling type, operation. And in this case, we were unable to operate it. And Central Electric, this talks about what that is. Again, these are auto-populated. You don't have to do anything. Can you change those descriptions? Absolutely. You can create your own template. We feel that these are done professionally and clear for your client. So what about our conditions, right? Anytime you select a condition, InspecCheck puts it under one of three headings, and we already talked about that. The green heading is normal maintenance and serviceable or satisfactory. A red heading is our, conditions known below require necessary repair or further evaluation by qualified. Again, even if you forget to tell them, here it is. Okay, evidence of a leak. So that's
going to be a problem. There's a leak there. And then our other heading is amber, which says some repair or close monitoring. So they're not saying it's immediate. It's something you either need to, get around to repair sooner rather than later, like something's nearing the end of its serviceable life, or you got to keep an eye on it and monitor it. Pictures and graphics, if they're included, they're right in the appropriate section. So perfect example is right here. So we noted missing damage, improper installation of condensate discharge line, and we take the picture right there, okay? And because there's a camera icon for every single section. So we take the picture right there, it's automatically inserted. You don't have to put a title on it. You don't have to write on it, although you can. In the markup tool, you'll see that in another video, but it's here. So damage missing, and there it is. So very simple. You take that picture and move right on. It's already labeled for you. At the end of the report, we have additional comments, and all that is just a blank word processor, and you could put in there whatever you want, copy and paste, anything you want. You could add text. And keep in mind that you can add text at any point throughout the report. Every single section, in any explanation of conditions, whether they're ours or yours, you can add additional text, take additional text out, and every section, every area has an other box where you can add just additional comments, but then this is for the whole report. You might want to put something in here like, this house is in the process of being renovated, or extensive renovation in process. So many of these conditions were noted as such. Anything like that, anything to qualify it, or anything you want to relate to your client, you can put hot points in there if you want to bring them somewhere, and here you go. We also have attachments and additional reports, so you can include additional reports here, and these are all from our database. So the life cycle of a roof, and we always recommend you put them in as a link, because that'll shorten the report instead of having all that text in there. And these are professionally written. So it's not just written on somebody's word processor. Some of these, like the life cycle of a roof, is from a major roofing company. Ice
Dams, these are all done by industry experts and industry individuals that are in those disciplines. So those are attachments. However, other attachments you could put in there would be your radon report, right? What about wood destroying insects? What about an attachment that you made? What about some type of white paper that you've written or some information like that? So you can add that in there too. So very nice. You can make the reports, really enhance the reports and give your client a fantastic report that they'll be proud to show people. So sample residential and multi-home inspection reports can be downloaded from the products page of inspectcheck.net. We do have at least 3 or 4 different sample reports so you can see how they're done. And again, you can create your own templates for multi-inspection or commercial or condominiums or things like that also. So make it easy for you. Our next video is going to be video 15, collecting data with inspect notes. And we'll talk about that too. So in case you want to use pencil and paper or a different type of tablet, we've got you covered. Tutorial 16 will be warning messages and data safeguards in the reporting system. So I hope this helped you out, gave you a good overview of our content and design. And until next time, have a great day.